Hello, this is Unit 4, Grammar 1. Past passive. Past passive is something that was done by someone at some time in the past. An example, the floors were cleaned yesterday. The car wasn't washed last week. Some more examples here. The puppet was or wasn't made last week. The puppets were or weren't painted by the children. And here you can see the difference between active and passive. Active, you would say, the children made the puppets. Passive, you would say, the puppets were made by the children. And think about grammar. We use the passive form when we know or don't know the name of the person who did the action, or when it is or isn't very important. Now let's read. Hi Kenji, thanks for the photos. Your puppet looks great, but why is it painted black? Because it's a shadow puppet. We're going to perform a shadow puppet show at the hospital. That sounds cool. What do you have to do? We have to shine a light behind a screen and then use sticks to move the puppets. Look, here's a photo of how it works. Wow, it looks amazing. Do shadow puppets come from Japan? No, they don't. The first shadow puppets were made in China, but they quickly appeared in Japan too. And are shadow puppets very old? Absolutely. The first shadow puppets were created over 1,000 years ago. That's incredible. Do you like them? Yes, of course, but I prefer more modern Japanese art. I'll send you some information about that. Grammar 2. Past passive questions. To make questions in past passive, swap the subject and was or were. For example, in past passive, you would say, the puppets were made by the children. To make it a question, you say, were the puppets made by the children? More past passive questions. When was the picture painted? Who were the songs sung by? There are regular and irregular past participles. The regular ones end in ed, but the irregular ones have got different forms. Think about grammar. To form the past passive, we use the past simple of the verb be or have plus past participle. And here are some great examples for these conversations. What's your favorite old song? It's Bohemian Rhapsody. Who was it sung by? It was sung by Queen.